Pelican of London. Part clipper, part pirate ship. Joining the elite of the world's tall ships, Pelican was welcomed as the square rigger with a difference. But what makes her so special? Let's take a closer look. Designed on sailing ship lines and built in France in 1948, Le Pelican worked in the Arctic as a deep-water trawler for 20 years. Converted to a coaster in Norway and renamed Cadet, she then traded in the Baltic and Scandinavia. Finally, she was offered for sale in 1995 and was acquired by Graham Nielsen, who had been looking for a sailing hull for restoration. She was motored to England, her name restored, and over 12 years, a full and meticulous reconstruction was completed in 2007. A decision had to be made on the sail power required to drive this strong and sleek hull. A chance meeting between her new owner and Philip Good directed her future. Philip, naval architect and sail designer, had long been searching for speed and weatherly performance in square-rigged ships. He was convinced that the secret lay in the Barbary Coast Shebeck, the swiftest and most elusive marauder of all time. He knew it was essential to maintain the sail geometry of this hybrid of the Arab lateen and the Norse square sail in a vessel of exceptional lines. His choice was Pelican, and a collaborative venture began. Following highly successful trials of the model, Pelicanina, in October 1998, the decision had been taken to rig the ship à la Palacre as a main-mast barkentine. So exceptional was the rig that details were supplied to Lloyd's for formal verification. All details were approved by Lloyd's, and the decision to proceed was taken without hesitation. The sails were built in Jimmy Lawrence's loft in Wivenhoe. On the insistence of Philip Good, the squaresels were cut sharper than normal to enhance performance to windward. Everything now depended on the sailing trials in Weymouth Bay in January 2007.
I think it went very well, and so has the week. And it's what a lot of people have been waiting for a very long time, especially Graham, who's been at it for almost 12 years. And she sails like a greyhound. I mean, she's fantastic. We tacked with only our squaresails, nothing else. We tacked with a spanker and 2 headsails and nothing else. We could go to windward in both cases. We're very unusual, and we're in very light airs, we go like a bomb.
The ship matched the performance of the model in all aspects. The ship's interior had been fitted out to a very high standard, lined in timber and soundproof throughout. The 5 main cabins are double en suite, with bath, shower, and vacuum toilets. Alternatively, the cabins can be converted at very short notice to 4 tiered bunks. The mess room doubles as a classroom, with tables suitable for chart work. It can seat 22 in comfort for meals, served from the adjacent galley. Quite separate, and right aft, is the saloon, in the round, with a bar and library. All accommodation spaces are temperature controlled, which unusually ensures 6 changes of fresh air per hour. The load line and full certification was received from the MCA later that year. Almost immediately after this clearance for worldwide operation in September 2007, Pelican prepared to sail on her maiden transatlantic voyage.
From day one, I mean, they're in a hostile environment or potentially hostile environment. They're out of their comfort zone in a big way. They'll have a vertical learning curve.
All ages and backgrounds were represented in the voyage crew.
Well, she's the handiest sailing ship that I've ever sailed. She sails a lot closer to the wind than any other vessel I've been on. She's very, very handy, she's responsive, she's lively. It's like sailing a laser after being on a super tanker, really.
Once in the trade winds, confidence was high, and Pelican felt as if she was at last in full flight. In response to a heavy squall, the squaresails can be handed in a matter of moments, taking the power off the rig. At last, Antigua and the Leeward Islands to explore. No hotel bills, no overheads, just imagine. For whole ship charter, a young crew is retained to work the rig and do the chores. Technically, they're still under training, but by now, very experienced. For families and friends, the mood is relaxed. Even the safety briefing can be fun. Setting one sail at a time, the ship soon gathers pace. Later, everyone gets involved as we turn downwind. Pelican, perhaps the most versatile square rigger afloat, is certainly the easiest to handle, with a great turn of speed and windward performance to match. Comfort and grace are her watchwords. At ease, anywhere in the world.